give another hand to Bill?
Yeah!
All right, my name is Army, and on March 19th, wait, can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. On March 19th of 2002, I was on my lunch break from Victoria's Secret at Hollywood and Highland. And I walked a few blocks down to the Jeffrey Goodman Clinic to get my HIV test results, because I had taken the HIV test at least a dozen times before, and they all been negative, and so I was just going ahead and getting my results because it was 3 weeks later, and I didn't want to miss that window, or else they throw your results away and you have to do it again. And I knew it was negative, so I went there, and Ernesto, who I'd seen a few times already, the HIV counselor, he said, is this your number? Yeah. It's positive. What? It's positive. Do you have time right now to get your confirmatory test, and we'll set you up with a doctor and crisis counseling right now? I'm on my lunch break from Victoria's Secret. I have 10 minutes to get back. He said, okay. Well, he took me by the hand, and he made an appointment for my crisis counselor, for my confirmatory test, for my doctor, and for the social worker. And from there, I went back, and I got all the services that I need. I'm worried now about the 23-year-olds now. This is 7 years later. I'm on medication, which is publicly funded by ADAP. I'm undetectable, and I haven't infected anyone. And that's through education. That's through making sure that I know how it's transmitted. That's making sure that I'm undetectable and therefore less infectious. All of those are public programs. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that all my points are hit. Okay. So the vast majority of the 56,000 new infections each year, think about that, 56,000 new infections each year, that's 1 every 9 minutes. So the time that it took me to tell you my story, somebody's been infected with HIV. That's 1 every 9 minutes. Sadly, 1 in 12 enter the prison systems HIV positive. 1 in 4 leave the prison systems HIV positive. That's inexcusable. That's not part of their sentence. Am I right? Yeah. Flip. So the cuts that Schwarzenegger is proposing is about, huh? They're passed, I know. Well, let me put it this way. So health is something that we can't compromise. And I'm gonna say these programs and you're gonna boo. Are you ready? Schwarzenegger eliminated funding for black infant programs. Schwarzenegger eliminated funding for the domestic violence programs. Schwarzenegger eliminated funding for the Alzheimer's Research Center. Schwarzenegger eliminated funding from the Office of AIDS. And other public health programs. These cuts are a matter of life and death. The governor had cut $83 million from the Office of AIDS. That's a pittance in comparison to the other cuts, $83 million. That's less than the cost of Terminator 2. I'm serious, 20 years ago, the cost of putting together Terminator 2 was $100 million. And now, the way that the Ryan White CARE Act works is that the federal dollars match the dollars that the state will put in. So we didn't lose $83 million. We lost $166 million. That's twice as much as we realize. So since the AIDS dollars are matched, we need to maximize those dollars by making sure that they're in there, or else we have no HIV funding at all. There are currently 24,000 people in prison for possession. So, you know, that's a cost of $49.3K per person per year. That means the taxpayers pay over $500 million every year to keep people in prison that didn't hurt anybody, whose only crime was wanting to feel good. In the last 10 years, we have built 23 prisons, but only 1 school, the University of Merced. So, well, I mean, I'm not booing the University of Merced, but we don't have our priorities straight. And I don't know about you, but I don't feel any safer than I did in 1999 with all the prisons that we have. By eliminating prison time for drug possession, we can save that $500 million, and that's enough to restore all the funding to the vital public health programs. I'd like to thank Stop the Cuts for putting this on. I'd like to thank Stella for reaching out and making sure that me, a Filipino-American, hi Stella, for me, a Filipino-American living with AIDS, was able to speak, and I'd like to thank you all for listening. Thank you.